Pag-uusapan natin about depression. Ikaw ba na-depress ka, diba?
Oo naman, ikaw.
Oo, kasi well, siguro yun nga, di ba yung usual na sinasabi kung bumabasa mo sa Twitter, malungkot ako. Ano nga ba yung pinakasanhi nito?
Oo.
Kasi lalo na recently, di ba, yung sikat na aktor na si Robin Williams, sinasabi na possible daw na, na reason kung bakit siya nag-suicide is because of depression. So malalaman natin ngayon kung ano-ano nga ba yung mga dahilan, tsaka ano nga ba yung pwedeng solution para syempre maiwasan ito. Kaya makakasama natin ngayon ng isang life coach. Walang iba kundi si Miss Cherry Africa. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Jules.
Alright, ma'am. So, first up, ano ba itong depression?
Itong depression is actually a mental health disorder that's characterized by constant, pagkalungkutan, no? Emptiness, feeling of parang unworthiness, na parang wala kang halaga, lack of energy in doing things, down to even, minsan, no, pagbibihis lang, wala kang energy, lack of interest in doing things that used to be very pleasurable to you.
Okay.
Okay, ito, kanina tinatanong ko sa inyo po, Miss Africa, na parang minsan nade-depress ka ng walang rason. Kasi usually, nade-depress
Down
ka
ka lang,
pag nakipag-break ka sa other half mo. Or for example, kunyari, namatayan ka. Pero may mga times talaga or days na you just feel sad. Sobrang
Yes.
nade-depress ka at walang rason. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nito?
Yung sadness is actually a state. It can go in and out, come in and out of your life, diba? Ang depression is something that actually disables you, interferes with your everyday living, such that you're not able to perform, what you used to do. So, may mga different causes of depression. No? One is chemical imbalance.
Okay.
No? That there are actually millions, billions of chemical reactions that that just control our mood, our perception in life, the way we view things. No? And depression warps the way we view things and we view ourselves. So, minsan chemical imbalance, minsan genetics, hormonal imbalance. No? These are different, biological reasons for depression. Pero of course, meron din situational, parang mga traumatic events, no? Things that are happening around you that cause you to be very depressed.
Okay. Miss Cherry, kailan mo ba masasabi na ikaw ay depressed? Kasi lalo na ngayon, ang bilis na sabihin na depressed ako. Pero ano ba yung certain implications or factors na masabi mong depressed ka? Meron din clinically depressed, yung mga,
Yes.
mga ganong versions, diba, ma'am?
You are clinically depressed if it disables you from performing your everyday routine, your everyday life, no? Na parang you're feeling very exhausted, very drained. In fact, ang symptoms parang either you lack sleep or you're sleeping too long. Or you're eating too much, or you don't have any appetite at all, no? Minsan nga nami-misdiagnose to kasi iniisip nila parang masakit lang yung ulo mo, pero no amount of parang yung mga normal medications can actually, heal this. So ito yung mga symptoms of depression, no? Nakaka-disable siya, yun yung pinaka key factor diyan, keyword diyan.
Okay, paano kung kunyari po, meron ka nito mga sintomas na ito? Ano po ba dapat gawin ng isang tao?
Marami yan kasi maraming levels of depression. No? Of course, there's in the medical practice, meron kang mga medication. I'm not a medical practitioner, so I'm not in a position to talk about that. So there's also therapy, psychotherapy, talk therapy, for example. Like in my area of expertise, we have what we call as NLP, hypnosis, and timeline therapy. So this is what we do. So basically, what we deal with are repressive emotions or, repressive thoughts.
Okay. Recently, ma'am, na gambala ang buong mundo dahil dun sa pagkamatay nga ni Robin Williams at yung sinasabi nga na possible talaga na reason is depression at nagpakamatay siya. So, bakit pa humahantong sa ganung point na tatapusin mo yung buhay mo dahil sa depression?
Well, one of the symptoms of depression is really suicidal thoughts, no? Minsan, kaya nga pagka you look for a medical practitioner or a psychotherapist, ang unang tanong is, do you actually have thoughts about suicide? Kasi that's one of the symptoms, no? Na, as I mentioned, minsan may mga repressed emotional thoughts. Parang I'll give you an example, no? Kunwari, let's say, nanakawan ka ng cellphone one day, tapos hindi mo nakita kung sino yung nagnakaw, hindi mo nahanap yung magnanakaw, no? And then the next day, siguro, nakawan ka ng kotse, malaking bagay yan, hindi mo pa rin nahanap kung sino yung culprit there. And the third time that, maybe your wallet was stolen, and nahanap yung culprit na yan, then you will realize parang you want to punish this particular culprit, not just for the wallet that he has stolen, but for the car that you lost and for the cell phone that you lost. Ang ibig sabihin nito, meron ka ng accumulated negative thoughts, no? Na ang dami-dami niyan, such that when you encounter a particular situation, a familiar situation, hindi lang yung particular negative emotion na you feel mo, it's really a collection of everything. So, pagka meron kang ganito that you feel that it's so intolerable, you feel stuck, you couldn't really get out of that rut, then you would entertain things like, life becomes very negotiable for you.
Ayan. actually totoo, di ba? Sabi nga, may nabasa ako sa isang social network na talagang dapat hindi yung kumbaga, this is a totoong issue itong depression na ito. At dapat hindi ito isinasantabi. So, ma'am, bakit po sa tingin natin na parang dapat yung mga tao bigyan ng pansin tong issue na to, itong depression na to?
Because it is a serious mental condition. In fact, no, pagka merong kunwari kayong kilalang depressed person, ang tendency natin is to say, for example, there are people whose lives are worse off than yours. Usually ganon, di ba? And we feel now we are reinforcing, no, really life is not fair, but this is how it is, or don't feel depressed anymore. These things don't help. No, hindi siya nakakatulong. Ang nakakatulong is just a listening ear. Kailangan you actually help, make the person understand that you're here to empathize with the person, that hindi mo siguro, hindi ka makakapunta to the sanctuary of the deepest thoughts and emotions of that person, but you are here to listen and to tell the person that, when this is all over, that you are still here and so will the person be, still here. So, kailangan natin ng ganong klaseng assurance.
So more on outlet lang, na magkaroon ng outlet, na sabihin mo sa friend mo na ito yung problema.
Well,
not necessarily na may solutions kang marinig.
Well, you may need professional help at times. As I mentioned, it's also a function of chemical imbalance, no? And minsan combination of therapies yan, no? Drug therapy. In my case, for example, it's really more psychotherapy. It's more, we call it a timeline therapy where we go back to the past so that the person releases the emotional past, no? We go back to the past and make the person understand the past and then deal with the past and manage the past and provide the person with new skills, mga bagong skills, no? So that then you're able to cope better with similar situation in the future.
Ito naman, dito kasi sa Pilipinas, no, Jules, parang onti lang yung mga tao kumbaga nagpapakamatay because of depression. And since kayo po, nagbibigay nga po kayo ng mga consultation about dito, marami po bang nagpapakonsulta sa inyo dito sa ating bansa about depression? Marami din po bang cases?
I don't think the cases are as, as open. We're as open, no? Kasi sa atin, in our perception, especially very Asian perception, ang depression is parang mga Crispin, Basilio type, that you're crazy. And so people are not willing to actually seek for professional help. Unlike in the States, for example, or in the Western countries. No? So hindi ganun karami. Pero I realized when I came back here, kasi I did my practice in Singapore and Malaysia, when I came back here, there were actually, people who were, kasi there are two types of therapy. We call it generative therapy, which is, let's go for excellence. And the other one is talagang remedial. No? I'm stuck here, I need to get unstuck. Meron at meron ka makukuha ng ganyan. No? It's depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, all these kinds of things. No? Meron at meron, pero hindi ganun karami pa.
Or is it possible din kaya, ma'am, na dahil sa culture natin about our families, na mas open tayo sa families natin, kaya hindi na nagko-consult yung karamihan?
It's very possible. And we have very strong relations with each other, with friends, for example. Hindi na nagko-consult. The key here lang is if it becomes very severe, you need to actually seek professional help. No? Okay. Somebody who could help you, just break the pattern.
Yan. Kanina po na-mention nyo na yung mga tao dito sa Pilipinas, nagsisik lang po sila ng professional help pag mala Crispin Basilio na yung level ng kanilang craziness. Open na po ba ang mga Pilipino sa mga ganitong klaseng consultation?
In fact, hindi dapat siya, we shouldn't look at it as Crispin Basilio type of no? This is actually, an illness that needs help, no? Yes. Kung open tayo, I think slowly we're getting more open. The practice is getting to be, wider in scope. Because very thin line din yan. I mean, is it depression? Is it anxiety? Is it phobia? There are very, very thin line. It all falls under the cluster of negative emotions and negative thoughts. No? Pagka-depressed ka, you have a very low self-esteem and you always look at the glass as half empty, no?
Empty.
So hindi siya half full. So we just try and change the pattern so that then they start looking at things as the glass half filled.
Okay. Ma'am, as a life coach, based from your experience ano yung mga usual na reasons kung bakit nasasabi na inaamin ng isang tao na depressed ako or bakit sinasabi ng friends niya na depressed yung friend niya?
It's kung gusto ni kung parang to assert to a person, no, parang na-comprehend yan, it's because of past situations. Diba? Kung bakit siya depressed. Let's say, for example, a death in the family, death of friends, diba? Or minsan may illness ka, may cancer, may Alzheimer's, may Parkinson's, like Robin Williams, no? And usually all these illnesses accompany depression, no? Or if you drink, if you take substances, for example, mas nadidepress ka. So these are some of the reasons kung bakit nadidepress ang isang tao.
May pag-usapan natin yung Carla, yung sa alcohol intake.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo,
Kasi-
like kung tinatanong sa'yo yan.
Paano ba dapat i-handle yun? Kasi usually kapag yung alam ko na may depression, inom lang sila ng inom everyday.
Yes.
Pero yung depression nandun pa rin siya. So, paano ba dapat una i-handle ng isang tao? Pag na-feel ko na di ko depressed ako, makikinig ba ako ng mga sad songs? Manunood ba ako
yes.
ng mga sad movies? Or
Iinom ba ako
makakalala lang
mag-isa,
ba yun?
mga ganun.
Yung mga nakikinig ng sad songs, sad movies, sabotage yan, no? Kasi di ba parang nasa isang state ka na, you are in a very negative state and then you actually look for things or, you know, around you, you create an environment that actually reinforces the sadness.
Okay.
Mga sad songs, sad, no? So, in fact, sasabi nga nila, kapag ganyan, you interrupt the pattern. Tawag namin dyan, pattern interrupt, no? So, let's say, nalulungkot ka, or you really wanted to drink, then you actually, you know, go out with friends, socialize in different way, talk to friends, seek help, diba? Like, for example, kung alcoholic ka, look for support groups, diba? So, yan yung mga parang things that can help you get out of that, you know, position of being stuck.
During your tough times po, or yung mga depression moments mo or times mo, gaano po ka-importante na meron kang support group?
I think it's very important. Kasi pag depressed ka, you feel very drained. Lack of energy, walang interest in anything pleasurable. Ayaw mong mag-sports, ayaw mong makita yung friends mo. You don't want to do anything. So very, very important. There's somebody actually there supporting you and listening to you. No? So ang support group, friends, family members, professionals, coaches, they should be readily accessible para at least no, somebody can help you get out.
Ma'am, there was a time na naging sikat yung mga emo, di ba? So parang hindi mo na ma-determine kung sino ba yung nagpapakulang kasi in siya or kung sino yung emotional kasi emotional talaga siya.
Yes.
So, maybe up until now, may mga ganun pa rin. So, how do you determine kung yung friend mo parang baka feeling niya kulang siya ngayon kasi ito yung in ngayon or baka may pinagdadaanan siya. Baka may certain pride lang sa kanya na ayaw niya sabihin kaya doon niya pinapakita. So, how
Correct.
do you intervene?
Yes, minsan may mga minamask lang nila, no? They're trying to put up a very strong facade. I think the most important, well, in our practice, for example, if somebody comes to us and for us to be able to differentiate it, we do a detailed personal history. So we ask questions about, you know, what are the things that, you know, bring about this emotional, parang sabotaging patterns, for example, self-destruction or what. So, to us, ganun na ginagawa namin. Pero, for example, when you're with friends or you just, syempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng magkaroon ng personal detailed history, di ba? So, it's really just talking and finding out kung really, you know, what is actually the emotions that are, you know, under the surface. No? So, it requires that you actually have a friend who could listen to you.
Ayan, ako. Ito naman, since ang dami nating natutunan ngayon, no, Jules, ako talaga parang ang dami kong questions pa kay ma'am. Pero ngayon naman, siguro message na lang to our viewers na lang po.
Lalo na sa may mga pinagdadaanan
May
din ng
mga
depression
pinagdadaanan
na ayaw
ngayon.
nilang sabihin. Ganun ba?
Actually, mental depression is a very serious state, but it's one of the most treatable mental conditions. No, so seek help, and we are here, no, in this world, not just to, not just to see through a person, but to help a person see through, see through their life. So let's support each other and support our friends, and let's not discriminate, no, and offer help when our help is needed.
Alright, ma'am, thank you so much for your time at definitely maraming mga nabigyan ng kaliwanagan hinggil dito sa depression.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so
Jules
much,
and
ma'am.
Carla.
Thank you so
Okay, so mga boss, muli nakasama natin ang isang life coach, walang